I treat my souffle like I treat my women. I caress the eggs, I smooth. Nice.
Feel right at home with MFI.
Now only 4 remain.
Final 4, amazing.
It feels good to be in the final 4.
One girl against 3 boys.
We all want to do the best we can.
Tonight you vote for 2 to go through to the final.
We've got 76 covers out of one kitchen site, which we've never done before. It will look like a bomb's hit it by the end of service.
How long for the pies?
Get a bigger pan.
They like being whipped. Cooking for double the amount of people.
I know we'll get through it.
Shit!
Oh, my God.
I want a pudding, please.
Marco was going wild.
Where are the peas? I need the peas! All right, sorry. So I have to be stretched out of here. I will get them garnishes out.
Welcome to Hell's Kitchen, where tonight we reveal the lineup of our grand final. Yes, they're nervous, anxious and barely able to focus on the food. At this difficult time, our thoughts are with the 76 diners. As for the chefs, we started with 10, now there are only 4. By the end of tonight, only 2 will be left to fight it out tooth and nail, or tooth, nail, spatula and palette knife in the final. Obviously, all 4 chefs are desperate to get their burnt, scarred and mutilated hands on the big prize, a prize worth so much more than just the prize money, given that there isn't any. But how do the Fab Four themselves feel?
How are you doing? Right.
Final 4, amazing. 6 people have left. And it's weird that we are Brian Dowling, Adele Silver, Paul Young, and Barry McGuigan. Out of everyone, are the 4 people left standing. It would be nice, I think, now to make it to the final.
I'm never seen anyone so excited.
It feels good to be in the final 4. If I'd have gone in the first week, I wouldn't have thought about it. But as I'm getting closer and closer to it, I think it means more. Now, my eyes are on the prize.
Oh,
Yeah.
Marco has made us all really competitive. You look at him, he's so intense, he's so focused, and so you want to please him. You want to do stuff that's going to make him go, yes, that was good. And once that buzz happens in the kitchen, we all want to do the best we can under pressure.
This is going to be a tough fight now. One girl against 3 boys. Marco loves the guys, and he's very much a man's man. I mean, he don't know my name half the time, so he's really not going to be happy that I'm still here. What a shame.
So those are our 4 finalists, and remember the 2 celebrities with the least votes, that's the fewest supporters, most unpopular, most reviled, will be leaving Hell's Kitchen for good tonight. The choice is yours, and the phone lines are still open, so here are the numbers to help your favourite make it into the final. To see Barry in the final round, it's 0901 6161 001. For Brian to go all the way, it's 0901 6161 002. To give Paul a final swan song, add 005. Or to see Adele tomorrow night, add 007. Calls cost 35 pence from a BT landline, and mobile and other networks may be higher. Lines close later tonight, and votes received after that time will not be counted, but may still be charged. I thank you. So to yesterday's morning meeting, and Marco had a big announcement to make. The red and blue teams were history. From now on, each celebrity would be ditching team loyalties and ruthlessly exploiting their own self-interest. And to be fair, they all seem pretty comfortable with that.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. So, tough service last night, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there are only 4 of us now. You're no longer a team. It's now the individual scrap.
Great.
This will be the last time you wear blue and red apron until Sunday, so you all go into white.
Oh, the white.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool, yeah.
I never thought I'd be here for this. How exciting. Mini Marcos. Be a nightmare to
I
keep
love
clean.
it. I must say, I'm particularly liking the white look. It's all white. All white?
You all look a lot more serious in white.
Not more serious.
You look like real chefs now.
I look like a surgeon.
I quite like that.
Don't forget you're still working as a unit, but you're now being judged as individuals. What I've decided is that we're going to split the kitchen into 4 sections.
Okay.
Also, what I've done on the menu, it says fish, small print underneath, Paul Young.
Oh.
It says meat. It says Barry McGuigan. It says puddings, Brian. And then it has a little special section saying garnishes and soups, because you're doing the soup as well tonight, Adele. So therefore, they all now know who's doing what.
Okay, and is Adele doing mash as well? She's doing all garnish.
Yes, mash as well.
Yeah.
The bad news now is that you're going to be judged on your individual dishes. So, all the more reason why I want to get it right.
In my opinion, this will be the toughest night yet.
Okay.
Okay, if we clean down our benches, we can clean up this side.
I'll clean it
turn
up,
all
yeah.
the stoves off, all the ovens off.
Yeah.
And then you're all together in one unit and you're all working
Well, I
together.
prepped there.
But you've got the whole kitchen.
Excellent.
Brian.
I'm loving that.
It's all yours.
My domain. I've got my own area. And these all off. These are off. Is this off, Paul?
They're all off now,
Apart from that one.
Apart from that one.
Fantastic. Could you all just leave
No.
my area?
Well, you're getting very precious already.
This is my pastry area now, boys. Adele, I've got my own area. I've got my own
You will
kitchen.
find it cooling down.
I'm like Nigella Lawson.
Love it.
I'll probably say I'm more Delia Smith than Nigella Lawson. I am in the red kitchen all by myself. Just me. I have my own kitchen.
Now it is exactly double the amount of prepping, so we're all just beavering away like mad in there.
Quick.
You all right?
No.
Why?
The fish, I've got to descale it. I've never done it before. It's like, I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing here. It's ridiculous. Trying to get all the stuff done, and there's a lot to do.
Oh, Chef, one day away, and what have you done? You got the pie.
You told me it wasn't going to be enough for him, and I'm doing my best just to get it out. You asked me to get it out.
I know. No. Come on, Chef, quick. We've got to get it in here. Put it in here, quick. Put it in here.
It's going to be a very difficult night's work. I know we'll get through it. It's getting through it as seamlessly as possible. That's the big issue. Do we not have enough?
No, we've nowhere near enough.
Oh, shit!
Ow! Ow! Caught my hand on the side of this thing again.
Burnt it or cut it?
No, just caught it. In the beginning, I thought, oh, I'm on the garnish. You know, I was kind of a little bit disappointed. And then it hit home. I have mushy peas, I have sweet puree, I have peas with watercress, I have chips. I have oyster, I have mussel soup. And I thought, oh my God, take stock of actually how much you've got to do.
What's wrong, darling?
Collapsed.
What are you doing to it?
I never want to see another potato ever again. I mean that, Tim. I'm sick to death of the sight of it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try my best to do it. And I'm just going to focus and be positive. And I'm not going to let vegetables or garnish get the better of me.
Coming up, as the pressure mounts, will the celebrities crumble?
We've got 76 covers. It will look like a bomb's hit it by the end of service.
I think for the first time we might not feed everybody.
And who's Marco's choice for top chef?
If I had to choose a winner in 2 days' time, it would be you.
And she has your laugh, David. It's the weirdest thing.
You didn't see her today.
You won't ever see her again. Our daughter is dead.
I saw her.
Torn. Wednesday at 9. ITV1.
Feel right at home with MFI.
Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen. We're here on semi-final day, where things in the kitchen are really buzzing, and for once not just around Marco's hair. Right now, our 4 remaining chefs can almost smell victory. That's assuming, of course, that victory smells like burnt peas. But to decide which of them is in the final, all you have to do is pick up the phone and press some buttons, ideally. The choice of buttons being, for Barry, 0901 6161 001. For Brian, end on 002. Paul is on 005, or add 007 to vote Adele. Lines closed later tonight, and votes received after that time will not be counted but may still be charged. So, with just 4 chefs left in the mix, Marco announced he wanted to meet each of them on their own. No witnesses, a bit worrying. Yes, using the same skillful timings as they've been using in their cooking, 13 days in, with 2 days to go, it was time for a half-term report.
They've listened, they've watched, and they've observed. And today, 2 weeks down the line, how far they've travelled, how far down that road they've gone is extraordinary.
Well, there's not much left in it, is there? There's just a few days left, so I just want to make sure I learn it all.
We're into the home run now.
Yeah.
And you must be quite excited that you've got this far.
Yeah.
I think your main strengths are your consistencies. Is constantly trying to do well.
What are my weaknesses, do you think?
I think you still panic a bit.
Yeah.
In the service. Your understanding of food has changed. I think your confidence as a cook has changed. But I hope you've enjoyed your time here.
Oh, I have.
And I hope you get all the way through to the final.
All right, well, I'll send Barry through, shall I?
You send Barry through. Thanks, Paul. Good luck, matey, eh? And
Yeah,
thank
thanks.
you. Pleasure.
After 14 services and exhausted, alarmingly surprised, having come as far as I've come.
Well, we've got 2 nights left, and all I can say is, one, you kept on smiling, kept your chin up, your head down.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter how many times you go down in the service, Barry, you always come up fighting with your mash in your hands. You know what I mean?
I gotta keep going.
We all have our weaknesses, and you've got to absorb the information.
Yes.
And don't think, oh, I'll do it in a minute.
Okay.
Do it now, because once
Right
you've
down.
done it, it's dealt with.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's the only area.
Yeah.
I think if you can master that little area, just dealing with it straight away and absorbing my instructions, your legs are not going to give up on you.
No.
Your determination, your want to deliver will not give up on
I
you.
want to do this right.
Barry, good luck, matey.
Thanks, man. Thanks
God
for
bless.
everything.
I'll see you tonight for
I'll
service.
see you later on. Take
bless.
care.
When I finish this experience, I think I'll miss the purpose and the involvement, because you feel that when you're here, you're almost like you're needed to be in the team.
Hello, Brian.
I'm so nervous, I don't know why.
Your strengths, as you know, are one, you enjoy the service.
Yes.
Which I think is really important. Your organisation is very good, and it's one of your main strengths. 3, you found yourself in pastry.
Completely.
So you have no fears. If I was to have put you on the meat tonight, you'd have thought, oh my God. I can't tell you how to improve, because I think you've come so far in such a short time.
Yeah, true.
That I think, you know, you're fantastic, and I think you could do it almost by yourself.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay, then.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, Brian.
Do you want to tell?
Please.
I'll send her in. Clearly got the job. The job's in the bag.
I've learnt a lot about myself as a person. I've also kind of surprised myself at how hard I could work.
Hello, Adele.
Hello.
Come and sit down. You've worked the hardest of anybody in the last 2 weeks, in my opinion. You've been the most serious out of everybody. The only weakness I feel that you have is staying focused, staying concentrated. That is your only weakness. And so I've no other problems. If I had to choose a winner in 2 days' time, it would be you.
Thank you.
But it's not my decision, it's not my choice.
No.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
No, I have. I have really, really enjoyed it.
You take, girl.
Thank you.
Why are you drawing love hearts?
Oh, it's me doodling.
Really? It's an interesting doodle.
Thank you,
Adele.
Marco.
When you're pushing them and driving them, and they're responding, then their confidence can grow. And once their confidence can grow, then they can show me who they are and show me what they're capable of doing. And that's what they're doing now.
Well, what effect Adele doodling love hearts will have on Marco, only time will tell, but I hear he's already brought forward the date of his next bath. And Barry being advised by Marco to keep his chin up and head down. Coincidentally, the same advice that cost him his last championship fight. Well, if you'd like to come to Hell's Kitchen's grand final, all you have to do for your chance is to know this culinary fact. A sauce usually associated with fish is A, apple sauce, B, mint sauce, or C, tartar sauce. If you have any idea whatsoever, call 09012 934 934, or calls cost £1 from BT landlines, mobile and other networks may be higher, or text HELL plus A, B or C and your full name to 63337. Text costs £1 plus one standard network rate reply message. Entrance must be 18 or over and lines close at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. No joke. Well, it's now time for another insight into the life of the 3-star Michelin chef. If you're following at home, you'll need a chunk of salmon and a bottle of ketchup.
What we're going to cook this morning is an escallop of wild salmon with ketchup vinaigrette. Very simple. Chicken on the barbecue, salmon on the barbecue. It's a great sauce for it. Everyone's got ketchup in their kitchen. Everyone's got olive oil in their kitchen. OK, if you haven't got shallots, use onion. It's fantastic without a lot of aggravation. Generous amount of ketchup, because it's delicious. I love ketchup. Olive oil. Worcester sauce. Tabasco. White wine vinegar. Now, what we have to add to this is shallots, chives, chervil and tarragon. Just chop the shallots finely. If you can't chop them fine, just take a heavier knife. Shallots. And again with the herbs. Then if you can't get chervil, then use fat parsley. Yeah, it's your choice. I'm a great believer is when you're at home, you want to eat well, but it's got to be simple, it's got to be easy. We'll do the tone, just take out the main stalks. I could line them all up like soldiers and chop it beautifully, but does it make it taste any better? Not really. Mix in the herbs, and then just season. As you see, it's taken me 5 minutes to make it, it's that. Season our salmon, non-stick pan. It'll just release a bit of oil, it's cooking in its own oil, so it's very natural. As I always say, cook things how you like to eat them. So when I used to cook, we'd write on the menu, the beef dish would say served medium rare, the pigeon served pink. If you wanted it well done, you weren't having it. Because I'm cooking, I spend 18 hours a day in a kitchen, not to tell how to cook. I cook how I want to cook. And remember, I'm a boy who doesn't always believe the customer's right. What I want is that desired effect. I don't want to scorch it, I want to caramelise it, and there's a difference. You can see what's happening inside. It's rare at this moment in time. I will cook it pink, because that's how I like to eat it. My father, God bless his soul, he would have it well done. So there's our fennel just put on the plate. We don't need a ton of it. I'm just allowing the herbs to just shelf the salmon. It's just salmon with ketchup and herbs. I could think of some posh French name if I wanted, but, you know, who cares?
And if you'd like a copy of that recipe, just get a piece of paper and write salmon and ketchup on it. Back to last night then, and with service approaching, our 4 kitchen warriors prepared to go into battle as they awaited the arrival of the usual famous liggers and freeloaders who can hear a Chardonnay cork pop from across half a continent.
For service tonight, I'm in the Red Kitchen on my own, but yet we are one unit, but we are representing ourselves. I've got 76 desserts with only Roger guiding me through it. I couldn't find the doilies, Roger.
Are they not in that corner?
No, I checked. I think I'm taking on too much.
It's going to be double trouble, and but it'll be amazing if we pull it off for that few of us to feed that many people.
Personally, I would prefer to be doing the meat because it's more straightforward, right? But then I like a challenge. I haven't had to do all the veg before, you know. So I think score-wise tonight, my veg will be pretty low down. How can you give veg 10 out of 10, really? It's not any, you know, if I was sat in the diners, I'd be thinking, oh, that oxtail pudding I've just had is amazing, 8. You know, oh, what about the Swede puree on the side? Oh, 3.
We're going to be tripping over each other. You can be sure there's going to be lots of banging into each other and possibly dishes going on the ground. So it'll be exciting and interesting from a spectator's point of view, but it won't be so good for us.
This is going to be 150% put into them garnishes tonight. If it bloody well kills me. If I have to be stretchered out of here, I will get them garnishes out.
We've got 76 covers out of one kitchen tonight, which we've never done before. So it's going to be a bun fight, trust me. It will look like a bomb's hit it by the end of service. But remember, tonight you're being judged individually. Your names are on the menu. So Barry, on the meat, it says meat, Barry McGuigan. It says fish, it says Paul Young. It says Swede puree and cabbage, Adele Silva.
Nice.
And it says Brian Puddings.
Thank you.
So therefore, they know who is cooking their dinner. When those comments come through tonight and they talk about fish, meat, garnish, puddings, we know exactly who they're directed at.
Okay, thank you.
Remember, it's your name on the menu, it's mine above the door.
Now, the salmon fish cake is supposed to be better than the fish cake at the Ivy. Everyone says the fish pie is better than any fish pie they've ever had.
One of my favourite men in there is Paul Young, so he's one of my closest friends. It's quite weird to see him in there because I normally be cooking for him.
Shepherd's pie is my favourite. Who's going to be doing the shepherd's pie? Barry. He should be able to make a good shepherd's pie.
Well, I'm hoping for a lovely meal and then probably some entertainment later. You know, as things get slightly more excitable.
Brian Dowling has been a complete star, so I'm looking forward to some of his shortbread.
I'm a big fan of Barry McGuigan. Unfortunately, he's on my favourite dish tonight. I love a shepherd's pie.
Marco, check on. First order on.
On order, 2 caviar, 2 salmon, 1 sole, 2 fish pie, 1 shepherd's pie.
Yes, Marco?
Yes, Marco. Remember, we're using 1 kitchen tonight.
Does that mean he wants it now?
I need to focus, concentrate, and get through this service because it is going to be an absolute nightmare.
I think for the first time we might not feed everybody. I've got a horrible feeling.
Still to come, it's want in the kitchen.
1 pudding, I want a 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 pudding, please.
And 4 becomes 2 as you choose your Hell's Kitchen finalists. Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen, where intelligent conversation is flowing in inverse proportion to the wine. Before the break, we saw the kitchen reduced to just 4 chefs trying to serve 76 hungry diners, and it was tough. Never have so many serious faces been seen since Freddie Starr's last tour. So our final 4 chefs were now 1 team, and panic was in the air. At least they had the mature, calming influence of Marco to ease the pressure.
You're on. 1 fish pie, 1 shepherd's pie to simplify it. How long, please? How long? I'm talking to myself again. Thank you very much. That's what I like to hear.
I think they were very happy to have me back on the past. They like that direction. They like that guidance. They're, in a strange sort of way, metaphorically speaking, they like being whipped.
How long for my 2, please? My 2 pies.
How long for the pies?
Shout at them, Adele. Say how long for the pies? You want the information. The fish pie and the shepherd's pie. How long for the shepherd's? Come on.
Service tonight was mad. It was fast. There was orders coming in from every direction.
Where's my cabbage? Where's my cabbage? Where's my cabbage? Where's my peas? Where's my peas? Come on.
Got no
soul on, Paul,
bowls.
get soul on.
Anywhere.
It was relentless and non-stop.
What are you playing? Sabuto on the stove? Get a bigger pan. Or 2 pans. Where's my fish pie? Where's my fish pie, Mr. Young? Do you want me to send this without a pie?
It took me a long time before the penny dropped that I'm going to be cooking for double the amount of people. And then I thought, oh my God, there's going to be no let up.
1 shepherd's, 1 fish, 1 shepherd's, 1 fish. Then I want straight after 2 partridge. Listen to me, 2 partridge, 1 sole, 1 turbot, 1 fish cake, 1 shepherd's, yes?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, thank you. We want to go home tonight, come on. 2 soup away, please.
Oh, God. I don't know what to do with that, Matt. That's one that's just been sat there. What do I do?
Start again.
What? Well, I'm going to be late now.
Away, 2 puddings, 2 shepherds, 2 puddings, 2 shepherds, 2 puddings, 2 shepherds, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
If you literally cut from them to me, I might as well be listening to lift music. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
On order, away, 1 meringue, 1 treacle, 1 Eton mess. 3 minutes on the pass, 3 minutes on the pass.
Come on! And then I got my first order.
1 pudding, I want a 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 pudding, please.
Roger, does he always go like that? I want my what? Marco was going wild to the W, to the I, to the L, to the D, exclamation.
Okay, how long for 1 meringue, 1 treacle, 1 brulee, 1 Eton
3
mess?
minutes!
2 minutes on the pass. Trays here.
Brian tonight was more flamboyant than ever. He'd a few of his friends from up north, and of course he was at his histrionics and his drama.
You told me 2 minutes pastry. It's still not here. I'm going to have to come and get it myself. Oh, I'm carrying it myself. I'm doing your job, Brian. Come on.
Critics, boss.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Still waiting for 1 piece.
That's lovely.
1 piece.
Still waiting for the peas. Give me those peas. Give me those peas.
It's like listening to a record. Marco, where's my peas? I need my peas. Where are the peas? I need the peas.
Why have I got different coloured peas? Why have I got different coloured peas? Give me some fresh peas. Give me some fresh peas. They're just not good enough. I don't like different coloured peas. Come on.
They were like a shade darker green than the other peas. I mean, who would have thought you could be so fussy about peas?
No, you just chuck the shit ones
Oh, I
in the
don't know, Tim, all right, sorry.
Pudding.
You said you weren't going to cry again, girl.
I haven't.
Good.
I've
Don't
just
let it
nearly
get
had
to
a queenie.
Don't let it get to you. Don't worry about it. Service is service.
So now at Hell's Kitchen, thanks to Adele, we serve light peas and dark peas, or undercooked peas and overcooked peas, as they're also known. Well, the phone lines are closing shortly. This really is your last chance to make sure your favourite makes it into the grand final. For Barry, dial 0901 6161 001. To keep Brian, dial 0901 6161 002. For Paul, add 005. Or to vote for Adele, add 007. Lines close very shortly, and votes received after that time will not be counted but may still be charged. Why not vote for all 4? Because it would be pointless, presumably. So once again, as 4 celebrities slave over a hot stove, out in the restaurant, everyone's a critic. Well, everyone at one table anyway.
No question about it. This is, as I've heard other people mention, the nicest fish pie ever.
I have to say that for me, the absolute highlight of it all is the oyster starter, which is one of the best things I've ever tasted in my life.
Well done, Paul Young. He can put his hat on my kitchen anytime.
That lemon meringue pie that Brian made, oh my God. It was fan-flaming-tastic.
I'm very pleased that he managed to swing me a fish and chips to an Italian.
But would one table prove harder to impress?
Tonight we had a table of food critics. Care to order? So, hey, what would you like? We have some
mussel soup.
Oh, lovely.
Billy.
So that's the first one of the night.
Is it?
Faye Mashler is a food critic for the Evening Standard, and she's basically regarded as one of the top food critics in the country. She basically can close you overnight if you give her a bad review. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. The lobster, please.
Good choice, thank you.
And the shepherd's pie.
Amanda Affia was also in tonight, who's the deputy editor of The Caterer. So again, you know, a very important person for us to serve. You know, we don't want to mess up. Charles?
Yeah. You know you've misspelled Osietra.
Yes.
You do know that. The smart ass, isn't it?
Also, we had Giles Gorn on that table. I mean, a very high respected, a very tough food critic who writes for The Times. So it was a very, very important table for everybody concerned tonight. Food critics, boss. Faye Mashler, Giles Gorn, and Amanda Affia.
On order. 1 soup de moule, 3 lobsters, 1 asparagus, 1 caviar.
I've dealt with critics many times in my life. It's good to have them in, because I think it's good to get the feedback of what we're really doing.
It's a very generous portion. It's a bit difficult to eat and cut the lettuce and everything, but no, it's a nice dish. It was good.
Yeah, it was really good. It was all very posh, but and unchallenging.
I had the mussel soup Billy B, and I believe it was cooked by Adele. Yeah, and it was very good.
I'm having Barry's shepherd's pie. I thought I'd play safe. It's really delicious though, really tasty. He's done a very good job.
This is Barry McGuigan's partridge pie, and he's put a lot of parts of partridge into his pie, and good on him.
I'm having Barry's partridge pie, which, if you get the hang of cutting the partridge into pieces, reducing the sauce a bit more, and not serving it on a doily so that you could turn it out, then he would go far.
And when it came to Brian's desserts, what would be the verdict?
Had Brian's eaten mess made with raspberries, whereas I think strawberries work better and are more traditional. It's all right.
The creme brulee is a bit of a dog. The sugar was much too thick and stuck to your teeth, and underneath the vanilla flakes all sunk to the bottom, so it looks like an ashtray.
I had lemon meringue pie. It's too citrusy. It's got this kind of gelatinous feel about it. And the meringue's not that great, so, you know, sorry, Brian, but it didn't work.
I'd score Brian's eaten mess 4 out of 10.
It's a proper 1 out of 10. I can't think how you do it worse. And they've gone for a safe option with the creme brulee and carped it something rotten.
A food critic there managing to eat and talk at the same time, but I guess he was using different orifices. So the critic's creme brulee looked like an ashtray, partly because the vanilla pods had sunk to the bottom and partly because Marco had used it as an ashtray. Well, the lines are now closed, so please don't call because your vote won't be counted, but you may still be charged. You have been warned most nights this week. Back to last night then, it was time for the diners to give their verdict in a part of the show we've come to call Diners' Verdicts.
OK, tonight 4 of you fed all 76 diners. With Adele on soups and garnishes.
That's a lot.
Barry on meat. Mr. Barry. Paul on fish. And Brian on pastry.
Yes.
Here are just some of the comments made by the diners. One diner said, "Your cream cabbage was a complete delight and almost upstaged the partridge."
Wow.
Very nice, yeah.
I got one really, really good comment. Who would think that a side order could upstage your, like, shepherd's pie or your partridge pie, etc.? And then I got one really appalling comment.
Another diner said, "The cabbage was low-grade dog food."
Dog food.
What was that? What was
Piss off back to your kennel then.
I don't know. That's very bad.
Well, I don't know what dog food you eat, love, but there's never any cabbage in my dog food.
That's outrageous.
That's outrageous!
How dare they?
How dare they?
How dare they? I don't believe it. Barry, here are just some of your comments. Oh, good man. One diner said, "I had a hair in my partridge pie."
It's not his hair. I'm not guilty.
But it was so delicious, I ate that too. Keep fighting, Barry.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't my hair. First of all, I don't have blonde hair. And secondly, I don't have any hair.
Another diner said the steak and mushroom pudding was a safe choice, but ultimately unmemorable.
Unmemorable?
Paul, here are some of your comments from the diners who ate your fish dishes. One diner said the Dover sole was good, although a little overcooked. Another diner said you made the greatest fish pie ever.
Lots of people are talking about that fish pie.
I actually cried when it was over.
Oh, God.
It was that good.
Good though. It doesn't surprise me that they love that fish pie. It's just so lovely. But as I made it, I'm even more pleased.
I think your next love song should be about a woman, a fish pie, and lots of loving. And Brian, here are some of your comments the diners had for you. The treacle tart was a tart to die for. Brian is the queen of tarts.
Oh, that's funny. I am the queen of all the tarts. Whether they be a lemon tart, a chocolate tart, or a lemon meringue tart.
Another diner said the trifle was terrible. The worst dessert I have ever ordered.
She's a liar.
She's a liar.
The average score for Adele's soups and garnish is 7.5 out of 10.
Well done, Adele.
That's very good. Good. The average score for Barry's meat dishes is 7 out of 10. That's very good. The average score for Paul's fish dishes is...
What, the overcooked Dover sole?
Yeah. 8 out of 10. That's very good.
I did so many fish pies, I've got to get it right. They flew out.
The average score for Brian's Queen
But let's
of
not
Tarts
forget, puddings are the easiest.
No, exactly. Is 7.5 out of 10. So the winner is Paul.
I did all right.
Yeah, well done.
I came out on top, which was a nice surprise. It feels good to be top of the class.
So Paul wins the diner's verdict with his overcooked Dover sole. But that's of no consequence now because the results are in. Good evening, celebrities.
Good evening, Angus.
Now, by the end of tonight, we will know the names of the two Hell's Kitchen finalists. You've obviously all done incredibly well to get this far, but only the two with the most votes will go through to the final. Right now, it's time for one of you to go. The other will be announced at the end of the show. And I can reveal that the viewing public has decided that the first person tonight to be sacked and to leave Hell's Kitchen for good is Paul. Adele, Brian, Barry, you live to fight another day. You may get through to the final.
Congratulations.
Would you like to go back into the kitchen? Paul, would you like to go and say goodbye to Marco and meet me at the bar for a quick chat?
Oh, slippery. Is it? Well, maybe. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Yeah, that's okay. Where's Roger? There's Roger, mate. I'm looking to see you.
Hey?
Well, I might do that.
Yeah, of course you will.
I might get called back by these guys. Right.
Goodbye, Paul.
Goodbye, you guys. I might see you again.
Paul, come and sit down, have a drink. How do you feel? Yes, you can have a glass of champagne.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
How's it been? How are you feeling? Was that very emotional, saying goodbye to everyone?
Yes, it is. It's 2 weeks isn't much to get to know someone,
sure.
but then again, you're in such close contact, so...
And you made some good pals?
Yeah, they're great.
And have you enjoyed yourself?
I've really enjoyed it, yeah.
OK, let's have a look at the highlights of your time in Hell's Kitchen over here.
OK.
You're not on stage now, Paul. Come on, do yourself up, boy. Come on.
Good looks don't come into it when there's a competition.
Paul's approach is quite a gentle approach. He wants to learn. He wants to improve.
Very nice, Paul.
I am taking it seriously.
But I think he's going to struggle.
It hurts my eyes. Take it away, please, Paul. Where's my ragu, Paul?
I just make up a number. 2 minutes, Marco. 1 minute, Marco. 6 minutes, Marco. Hope I'm right. Well done, man. We came in as absolute novices. Oh, yeah. And we've been turning out food for a Michelin-starred chef.
Very nice, Paul.
Paul is a lovely man.
I think you did fantastic.
Thank you, bro. So, how did you feel about Marco, can I ask?
Well, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He scared the pants off me when we first came in.
Yeah, we could tell.
And
he shouted at you at the start, didn't he?
Yeah, just at the start. I think that put me on my guard.
We can see just how he shouted at you. Do you want to be reminded of it?
Well, not particularly, but go on.
You're going to be anyway.
Go on.
OK, here we go.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stop laughing, Paul. Have you got time? Ignore them. You've got a job in hand. If you don't want to do the job, go and sit with them. I don't want you engaging women like that.
I'm sorry about that, Marco.
Do not engage them. I was not talking to them, I'm talking to you.
So is that kind of scary when he goes off on one?
A little bit, but then I know it's all to do with the service.
Right.
I think he's correct. First day, though, it's very easy to get distracted.
So it's a bit like a schoolmaster, though, isn't it? Didn't you feel suddenly like you were a schoolboy again?
Like a schoolmaster, yeah.
So what did you learn in there?
All the things I wanted to learn, really. What it's like to be in the kitchen.
How to make a fish pie.
Yeah, well, that is a good one. Yeah, that got a lot of good reviews. I was quite pleased.
Yeah, you won
with,
Diner's Verdict yesterday.
Yep, that's right.
So it's been good. Who do you think out of all of them is going to win now? Ones that are left. It's a tricky call, isn't it?
It's a tricky call because they've all got certain qualities.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Barry works very hard, doesn't he?
I'd like to see Barry get it.
Yeah, well.
Because he tries so hard at everything.
Yeah.
He tries so hard.
Well, you've been fantastic, Paul. Thank you so much for contributing everything you have, and you've earned that glass of champagne.
Yeah, I think so.
Congratulations to Paul. That's it for him. Join us after the break to see who else will be packing their bags and who, therefore, will be Hell's Kitchen's 2 grand finalists. See you in a moment.
Great.
Well good. Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen, the finest 5-star restaurant in Bromley by Bow, where the time has come to find out who will be competing in the grand final. Good evening again, celebrities. The public has been voting, as you know, and it's time to reveal the 2 chefs that they have chosen to go through to the Hell's Kitchen final. And in no particular order, the first person through to the final and returning to Hell's Kitchen tonight is Barry. Well done, Barry. If you'd like to return to the kitchen. Which means that I hardly need to tell you either Brian or Adele will be joining Barry in the final. And I can disclose that the viewing public has decided that the other finalist will be Adele. Well done, Adele. Well done. If you'd like to go back, try and say your goodbyes, come and have a word with us.
I've told you. Well done, well done. You're going to win it now. Thank you, Roger. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so Thank you, Matt. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Oh, the Lord.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Brian.
See you later. Thank you.
Well done, Brian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so relieved. Hello.
Well done, well done.
Thank you very much.
Sit down. Oh, my goodness, are you disappointed?
No, you know what? No, not really. I'm actually quite happy.
Right.
It's so stressful.
Is that
and
true?
I really wanted,
Is that
I
true?
really wanted Adele to make it. She deserves it more than I do.
Well, that's very magnanimous of
Champagne.
you. Do you want to have a look at the highlights of your time in Hell's Kitchen? You're going to see them anyway, so
Just
you might as well
wondered.
say
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Right.
We're here, okay.
Over here.
This will be the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole entire life.
Go, go, go.
I'm going to die. Oh, no, don't tell me I've done it wrong.
I want to go home.
So do I. Oh. You want to do it so right, but you just feel you can't. I just feel I'm so incompetent I can't do anything.
You're in our team, Brian. Why would you defect?
Why can't I be Brian and you can be Jim and we can just try and get on?
What I admire about Brian is that he wants to do it.
In my face.
You are doing a fantastic job, Brian.
I'm very impressed. He could go a long way.
Come on! I actually may even be enjoying it. How much now? I've got a trotter that needs 12 minutes. I want to be pastry chef.
You did want to be pastry chef, didn't you? And you were pastry chef.
I think I got into it slightly too much towards the end.
Right.
Yeah.
But were you sorry that you missed out on fish and meat and
Oh,
learning
so
other
relieved.
things?
You know, literally, Marco said, when you go to pastry, you thank me.
Right.
And I actually
And you
can't.
did.
Thank you, Marco! Because there's no way I could have done fish, meat, or the stove
Right.
thing.
You were a little bit squeamish, I noticed.
Oh, God,
on
yeah,
some of the
I
meaty stuff.
hate fish, the smell of it,
Yes.
meat when it's bloody, stuff like
Well,
that. So cake was
let's
easy.
have a look at just how squeamish you were.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we've got some examples of...
I can't do it. I can't touch his neck. Ha, ha! It's like, ha!
What you do then is you take the tail out, OK?
I'm so sorry.
Is it sorry?
Right.
Swallow.
Yeah! Back!
Swallow it.
Back!
Very naughty. He's a naughty man, this one.
Had you never tasted an oyster before?
I've never tasted... I thought I did, but in fact, I tasted a mussel.
Right.
Which is the thing, yeah, I did at the races.
Not that dissimilar. They're both kind of disgusting.
Both, I couldn't take either.
Yeah.
Swallow them, no.
So what was the worst thing
The
about...
oyster. Oh,
that was
yeah.
the worst thing in the whole
No, the worst thing was
10
when I
days.
messed up the strawberry dish and Roger called me a TWAT.
Right.
And that kind of set the standard.
So who do you think is going to win out of Adele and
Oh, see,
Barry?
I adore Barry and Adele, but I think it'd be amazing for Adele to win.
Right.
I
why
want
is that?
Adele because I think she deserves it. She works so hard, she's so organised, she's so dedicated, and she's just amazing.
Yeah.
And she should win. Adele should win.
I mean, they're both pretty dedicated.
But,
I mean,
both dedicated. Both.
Barry
but
the Mash.
Yes, but I think, you know, for Adele, I think Adele should win. So maybe we should
And
vote
have you
for her.
enjoyed yourself? Have you
Do you know
enjoyed
what?
the
I really
time?
have. I have enjoyed it.
You've been very funny.
Well, yeah, squeamish.
Yeah, squeamish
Yeah.
and
But
funny. What have you learned, do you think? What
I've
are
learned
the things
to
that you
listen
would take out
more,
of here? Yes.
to ask questions,
Right.
and to probably give food a chance.
Give food a chance?
Yeah, because I'm very fussy.
OK.
Don't say no straight away.
Because Mother Nature is the true artist. of
Yes,
course.
not Marco.
Yeah.
And he took my hand and he guided
As we
me.
now know.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
for all the laughs you've given us.
Oh,
You've
thank
been
you so
brilliant.
much.
So now we know our 10 celebrities are just 2, Barry and Adele, battling it out to be crowned Hell's Kitchen Champion 2007. And the battle continues tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on ITV1. But from all of us now, it's good night. Hard luck, Brian. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much.
To watch the best clips from the kitchen and catch up on the show in full, visit itv.com/Hell's Kitchen. The big finals on Monday. Next on ITV1, Michael Palin joins Parkinson.